Well, today I'm answering another question. Big up Video Mania for this one. What items are you allowed to get sent in prison? Not a lot. Simple answer. Not a lot. You used to be able to get a lot more stuff sent up. It's all changed. They usually say security reasons. I mean, security reasons. I'm sure security does come into it a bit, but you mainly have to buy items from the. When you get reminded, when you first get reminded, you can get some clothes and bits and bobs, all those sort of stuff sent up to you. And then once you're convicted, um, yeah, you usually got to start buying stuff from the jail. So you want to try and get all your stuff sent up while you're unconvicted, because while you're unconvicted, if you've gone not guilty as well, you're basically innocent. You're innocent until proven guilty. Sometimes people might laugh at that statement, but you are. That's why you're allowed more stuff while you're on remand, more money, stuff like that. Yeah, it was actually quite a hard question to answer because you ain't allowed that much anymore. Some obviously jails are different. All jails are different. They might have a different rules, so you can't have a certain thing where other jails can. That's annoying. I remember I spent a couple of years with a flask before. Yeah, I had a flask in a sentence. I had it for a couple of years. Got shipped to one jail. Forgot where I went now. And they said I couldn't have the flask. Like, why? Why can't I have my flask? Like, you know what I mean? But anyway, you only allowed flasks in that jail. That really bugged me. But I'll give an example. I'll talk about Pentonville. I ain't been there for a few years. Times might have changed, but they deal with a thing. They deal with a thing. Like it's not all London jails, but they have a thing called a facilities list. I think it's called. Be like things that you're allowed in the prison to get sent in and things like that. And most London jails, whether remanded or convicted jails, like B or C cats, will work off the same list. So if you're in one jail, it sort of makes it easy, doesn't it? If you get shipped to another London jail, if you're allowed the same stuff, it sort of makes it easier for the officers as well, more consistent. Yeah, Pentonville. You're allowed you get your first visit. It's usually within 48 days or something. 48 hours or something like that, where you can get your stuff brought up straight away. So your first visit, you can have your people can bring a load of stuff up without you having to put apps in and this and that. After that day, you usually have to put an app in and this and that. I think Pentonville do a system where if you get your stuff sent in like every 6 months, you can get like new stuff sent in every 6 months because it's a remand jail, isn't it? So yeah. It's usually stuff like clothes though. Like there's no electrical goods. Anything electrical you have to buy off out of the prison catalogue or whatever they've got on the wing. So if you're on enhanced, if you've behaved yourself and you've worked up to enhanced, you can buy a PlayStation, you can buy a DVD player, you can buy shavers, you can buy head clippers, you can buy there's loads of stuff you can buy. Trying to sit off the top of me thinking about everything you can buy, but I'm thinking about stuff you can get sent in. All convicted prisoners must wear prison clothes, except if they're standard or enhanced, which is basically everyone. So basically everyone can wear prison clothes, and if you get dropped to basic for a week, I can't remember anyone having their clothes taken off them. Maybe it happens more often now, but what else? What else can you have? I'll tell you what. So if clothes that you're allowed to get sent in, yeah, you can't have like a football t-shirt sent in Your kind of football t-shirts, because it could, you know, cause arguments. Your kind of military clothing brought in, again, in case you offend someone. Clothes with metal studs on. Anything, a white t-shirt, black trousers, anything that can get you mistaken for a prison officer, you're not allowed. Steel toe caps, except when they're giving them out. What other stuff are you allowed? You're allowed a bathrobe. This is stuff you're allowed to send in. So bathrobe, belts, 2 belts probably, or 1 belt. Bottoms, like tracksuit bottoms, jeans, about 9 or 10 pairs. A coat, usually without a hood on. So like a thick winter coat and like a light jacket you're allowed. Flip flops, sandals. Flip flops are shower shoes for anyone that doesn't know. Very important. You don't want to be walking about in the shower barefoot, even in your cell. You don't want to be putting your feet on the floor and transferring crumbs onto your bed. Ugh. Hassle, man. Pajamas you're allowed. Unlimited socks and boxers, because I think you can buy it. I think you can buy underwear on the canteen sheet. If that's changed, maybe you can't anymore. You could definitely just about buy socks. T-shirts you can get sent in. I don't know, 10, 15. Trainers, a couple of pairs, probably 2, 3 pairs. What else can you get sent in? I think clothes-wise, that's it. That's it. Books you can get sent in usually. Prisons don't usually say you kind of books sent in. There might be some approved shops that you've got to buy them from, but you usually can get any book you want sent in. Yeah, within reason. I think I've had a couple of hardback books, not backs, just because they were hardbacks, but yeah, they ain't got to be brand new, they ain't got to be second hand, as long as they've come from an approved shop. Well, video mania, I hope that answered your question. What clothes could you get brought? What stuff could you get sent in? The answer is not much. You used to be able to get sent in so much more. I don't know how it works now, yeah, but it used to be like, say, like if you went to the police station, you're in the police station, you know you're gonna get, you know you've been nicked, you know you're going away. That could be like you could get on the phone to your people and say, oh, like, I'm not coming home. Like, send me up a sound system, a music thing, to the police station. Because if you got it from the police station, from court to prison, you'd be allowed it. But I don't know if that works anymore. I don't know if they do that no more. They might just say, oh, put it in your box of reception, your property box of reception, and it may or may not be there when you get out. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that works, but you used to be able to get away with things like that. But yeah, that used to be able to do. Saying that, you used to be able to do that with us way before the smoking ban. Get like, say if you're in court, it's your day in court, and yeah, you've got your property bag downstairs. The jailers, sometimes they might not do it, but I can't remember them ever saying no. The jailers are people that take you from court to the cell and back and all that. Basically work for the prison. If you like get a few packs of tobacco, and get like your family or your friends to buy it for you, give it to them. They'll bring it downstairs. Just put a little hole in your prop bag. They're not meant to. Tiny little hole. Just squeeze the tobacco into it for you, so you can turn up to the jail with fresh tobacco. Or I used to do that every time I went to court. The good old days. Not the good old days. Listen, no matter what you're allowed, 9 times out of 10 you're not walking about in prison blue t-shirts and prison grey tracksuit, because you can just get rid of them. You ain't got to keep washing them and all that. You can just wear it and then chuck it in the laundry basket. If you enjoyed that, hit subscribe and we'll chat again. Adios.